And there it is. How do you start YouTube channels? I know, but I've seen what I need to work on, and I'm like, oh, I need to work on that because it needs to be not that way. Hey, so the last couple videos we've talked about don't overdo it and getting the right gear and just doing it. So I told you I'd bring out a video about the rig that I use, my go-to grab and go and do a shoot. So let's look into it. That's the starting. All right, so today we're gonna look at my go-to camera rig. And as we go through it, we've got obviously the camera, we've got a Field World monitor, a V-mount battery with the V-plate on there, and then the rails, and then we've got this side handle on there as well. So we'll go over here to the desk and use the overhead shot. And as you can see on the overhead shot, like I said, we've got the Field World monitor and mounted to our cage. Let's pop this off here. And the big thing about this cage is that would be something I would definitely recommend to you, is getting a cage. With a cage for your camera, it does two things. One, it protects your camera. It also has all your ports and plates and everything to go around it, so you can add all your adapters, and I've got a couple of NATO rails on here for quick slide on handles, but there's just so many attachments that you can put to it. Cages aren't that expensive, especially for the smaller DSLRs. Obviously when you get into larger cinemas, C200s, C300s, Mark 5Ds, and those you're gonna have, they're gonna be a little bit more. Mine is a small rig. I found small rig is the best design for what I'm doing. I'll put a link in the description below for all these parts if you're interested in those. On my go-to rig, let's go back to the overhead shot. You'll have your V-plate battery and then your V-plate, which has got, I like this particular model because it has the top switch on it. Now, the thing about this is you've got this screw here, and you can pop it right off that quick plate. So if you need to just ditch the rig and go, you can certainly ditch that, and then you just have your side handle and your camera. The 24mm lens is a good wide angle lens. It's going to be a little nicer than your stock lens. If you want to get in super more creative and stuff like that, but for the bulk of the videos that I shoot right now, getting things, establishing shots and stuff, I just go with a 24 because it's quick. I can get in, I can punch out, and it is a full frame lens. So with a full frame lens on a crop sensor camera, that's going to punch in a little bit more. So it gives me about a 40, or maybe it's a 35, 38, 40-ish somewhere range. So the cage, cam vate, side handle. These are the 12-inch rails from a small rig as well, and slide those in there. Your Field World monitor, which we can do a video on this later, but that is super helpful to get everything back up away so you can kind of get away from your rig and just watch what you're doing rather than focusing down here, getting your hand around there. Normally, we have a shotgun microphone on this rig, but I'm currently using it. I still have yet to pick up another one. It's normally fastened right here to the side. Oh, got these outtakes. We're gonna have to put these on the end. Got the battery all the way on. So, see, not everything works out perfectly. Sometimes in these videos, everybody thinks it's just like, oh, that guy's so awesome, but it's not. It's because you mess up and screw up all the time. And then we just go bloop and beep it out. So maybe I'll just leave that in there for you guys to have something funny to laugh at. But that's my rig. That's what I grab and go and do most of my shoots with. So the biggest thing I've learned in this so far is not everything has to be done like this, like this, like this. Really, what works best for you. You can get advice, but until you just go out and do it, you won't know. Ah, and that's it.